Hi there. I'm excited to show you a new integration we've been working on at VaultSpeed. We've been developing a new feature which allows you to generate DBT models based on the metadata of data vaults you'll develop in VaultSpeed. Before we jump into the demo, I want to set the context for what you're about to see. On the screen right now, you'll see a diagram of the entire flow. On the left, we have VaultSpeed. This is where your data vault model is defined and governed. Metadata then gets generated and used in dbt templates made by AutomateDV and scale-free. dbt remains as the execution layer with Git for versioning, allowing you to run on any data platform. With that in mind, let's go over to VaultSpeed. This is a source editor, where we'll define the intent of the data vault. Here we can specify business keys, relationships, satellite types, and any other data vault specific rules. From this, VaultSpeed generates the actual data vault structure. And this is the result: concrete hubs, links, and satellites. For this demo, I'm using a simple banking system as an example. You'll get the option between two types of templates, either AutomateDV templates or Data Vault for dbt templates made by scale-free. You can log in with your VaultSpeed credentials. Afterwards, you can select a project, a data vault release, and since this demo is based on Snowflake, I'll fill in my source database and source schema names. You also might have noticed that I have the option to enable GitHub push, which allows me to directly push the generated models to a GitHub repository. Now it's as simple as pressing a single button and all the metadata of my data vault gets harvested from VaultSpeed and put in the AutomateDV templates. Once the models have been generated, you'll get a brief overview of how many have been generated. Afterwards, you get the option to directly push to your repository. Now if we go over to GitHub, you'll see a new commit has been made with all the generated models. From here, we can go over to Snowflake and directly pull the generated models into our workspace. And as you can see, we have all our models available here in Snowflake. Here is what one model might look like, and we can directly run the models within our environment. And as you can see, all dbt models have been successfully executed. Now let's recap what we just did. We designed a data vault on VaultSpeed. The metadata of that data vault then got put in AutomateDV templates, which then generated dbt models. We pushed our models directly to GitHub and then ran the models in our Snowflake environment. Now I want to highlight a few key IDs. In this flow, VaultSpeed acts as an active metadata layer in front of dbt. Instead of dbt being the place where modeling decisions live, VaultSpeed becomes the system of record, and dbt is where code runs. VaultSpeed connects to your source systems, harvests metadata, and allows you to create a data vault model visually. That's where things like manual YAML, repetitive staging logic, and early modeling decisions disappear. Changes are what most data vault projects struggle with. Because VaultSpeed keeps a centralized versioned metadata model outside of dbt, it can safely regenerate dbt models when schemas evolve. It turns maintenance from manual effort into something predictable. So the essence of this integration is simple. VaultSpeed owns the model and the rules, AutomateDV and scale-free templates handle execution, and the whole system stays governed as it evolves. This has been it for the demo. Thank you for your attention.